So up next, we have the beautiful Anna Ashton of Frog in the Glass Jar. Yes, there are some children's book authors that we work with as well. And the reason we brought Anna on is because of her vision and who she is and her entrepreneurial spirit, and her story rocked me. And we said yes. And she's going to be one of the first ladies published through our Unleash Your Story publishing imprint. We're super excited. And you can go find her on Instagram. Go find her on _Ashton Real Estate. She's a real estate agent during the day, author at night and on weekends. And you know what? She kept hearing me talk about the Speaker Academy. And this may speak to some of you ladies where you're like, what is the Speaker Academy? I want to speak. She reached out to me and said, I also want to do Speaker Academy. And she had a speaking engagement in less than 30 days when she reached out. And I said, all right, let's do this. I coached her maybe three times on her speech, and she delivered her speech. I think she's delivered it once or twice since then. She's going to be in the academy with the 12 calls. So she's one of the ladies who said yes, but we coached her early. And I'm going to show you, ladies, and I want you to listen to how she speaks. You're going to listen and hear how she delivers her story. This is where you're going to learn speaker tips. You're going to learn by watching. And I only worked with her on 3 sessions. Okay, so let's introduce Anna. Give her some love in the chat box. Yay, Anna. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. It's such an honor to be here with you, Christine, and with the rest of the ladies, even though I don't see them. I know they are there.
Yes, yes. Well, as you know, in our Speaker Academy, I'm also coaching people on like how to deliver a speech when you can't see anybody, and all you have is a chat box that you probably can't see either as a guest, and you're literally on there. Like when you guys watched our other speakers come on, we had Rachel, we had Quay so far who are in our Speaker Academy deliver. They can't really see anything. So I want you to give Anna some love in the chat box. Anna, can you see the chat box?
I can't.
Okay. Well, what you'll do, Anna, is you'll go off after you go off, go screenshot because you'll be back on the attendee link. Valerie, make sure you email Anna the attendee link after this, so then she can hop in as an attendee and make screenshots of the comments there. But I want you all to give Anna a warm round of applause in the chat box. Anna Ashton, you're going to be seeing her as she's going to come out to San Diego in the spring to get the professional video reel of her speech with branding photographers, with the microphone in hand, with the little piece there, all of the little options of like showing you that you're a speaker. And I'm just excited because, I mean, I've only worked with you a few sessions. And so this is a few sessions in, but Anna's already been asked to speak, and you have another engagement coming up?
I do have one November 17th.
Yes. So, hey, get started, ladies. Her book's not out yet, by the way. So if you're like, oh, can I do both? Can I get the book out and speak? Yes, you can. It's very doable. Right, Anna?
Absolutely. While you're still working full time. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. I'm a busy lady, so I make everything easy for all the busy people because I get it. But the way we coach is we laser focus everything. We pull out the vision. The Holy Spirit's operating, which is very exciting. We get all these exciting downloads, and it's like, oh wow, I never thought of that before. Let's try this, right? It's so exciting. So, all right, well, give Anna a round of applause. She's gonna take it away here. I'm gonna disappear here.
Thank you.
Let me just make sure when I disappear that people can see you. So if see you and hear you. If people can't hear you, I'm going to jump back in. Okay. Always like, it's always different with StreamYard, but when I remove, it has a little thing there that says your audio has been removed. Like I think the speaker, people can hear the speaker. So make sure you give thumbs up in the chat box that you can hear Anna, because I'll be able to hear her on this side, but we want to make sure you all can hear her. Okay, Anna, take it.
Thank you. Thank you, Kristen. First of all, giving me this opportunity to share my story with such a powerful a group of ladies. I can tell you that you are in the right place at the right time. And that goes back to what Kristen said about the scripture about Esther. We are here for such a time like this. So it is really my pleasure and an honor to share my story with all of you. I wanted to tell you how blessed and fortunate you are to be part of this group, Unleash Her Story. So can you look at yourself and say, I am powerful. I can do it. Today is the day. Now, are you ready for an adventure? I would like to take you down to the memory lane when you were a young child and you felt so much freedom to play outside. Perhaps you rode a bike, maybe you played with your friends, or you just explored the nature. Wasn't it fun? Yes. And have you ever had a glass jar that you took it outside and you collected all kinds of bugs, maybe lightning bugs, roly-poly, any kind of bugs? Anyone raise your hand? I know you were there. Now you are on the same page. Now, can you imagine the one day you are outside and you have a glass jar and you capture a family of frogs in a jar and you put a lid on it? And can you imagine the one of the little frog, it's stuck on a glass wall and keeps staring at you with those little bitty froggy eyes? Have you ever thought about how the frog felt? Well, this is how my book, Frog in a Glass Jar, was born. I wrote a story about a little frog named Puppet. Puppet and his family lived in a glass jar in the land of Lilliput. Puppet was very adventurous and he loved to explore. And one day, as he was practicing his jump, he jumped so high that he hit his head on the lid. And for the first time ever, he realized that he and his family are trapped in a glass jar. And he began to dream. What would life look like outside of the glass jar with more freedom? And as soon as you read the book and you follow Puppet stories, you notice that we all are some version of little Puppet. We like to explore, we are adventurous, and we want to dream again outside of the glass jar. I like to share a story about my life, and perhaps through the story, you find out that you might have something in common with me. I grew up in communist Slovakia under strong totalitarian system. Our freedoms were limited and we were under control of the communist regime. Radio, television, and newspaper was heavily censored. We were limited where we could travel, and many times we have to have a special permission. When I got married, my husband and I couldn't get an apartment because we did not want to join the Communist Party. At work, we were passed on for promotion because we were not member of that party. In mid-1980s, we made life-altering decisions to leave the country despite the risk and sacrifices that we would have to take. we would have to leave our family, our friends, and everything what we have ever known behind. I still remember that moment, December 5th, 1985, where we quietly packed up our car with our children, Marek and Adriana, age 5 and 6, in the back seat. The official story was that we are going on vacation to mountains. However, we were making a dangerous attempt to cross the border and leave the country. Not even our closest family knew our true intentions. As we drove away, I didn't know if I would ever be able to see my grandmother, moju staru mami. She was 83, and she raised me. And I had to leave without saying goodbye to her. It was one of the hardest decisions I had to make. Yet, the desire for my children to have a better opportunity and better life outweighed all the doubts and all the fear. Our plan was to travel to Yugoslavia and then cross the border to Austria, where we would declare political asylum. As we were getting close to the first border crossings, we got our documents ready, and my husband handed our passport and visa to the border patrol. The officer looked at our visa, and right away he said, "Your visa is invalid. You need to go back home or I'll report you to the police." We knew at that moment that we have a problem. My heart just sank. I was overwhelmed with feeling of fear and desperation. What if we can't? What if we can't leave? What if we are caught and sent back to Slovakia? But that little voice inside of me was telling me, what if we succeed? I want to pause for a moment. Do you have a dream or a goal that you have been wanting to pursue? Perhaps it's a job change, relocation, different hobby, or maybe that brave conversation. Think about it right now. The illusion of our mindset is telling us that it's easier to stay trapped in that little glass jar in our comfort zone than doing something about it. But what if you succeed? On that fateful day, as we were sitting in a car with my husband and children sleeping in the back seat, we made a decision to go after freedom. And that decision changed everything. That was the beginning of our chapter in our life. We came to United States in March 19, 1986. And despite the challenges of adapting to a new culture, learning new language, looking for a job, I knew without a shadow of doubt that we made the right choice. And at the time, I was reflecting on the meaning and significance of freedom. Once you have it, its value is downgraded. But for those that live without it, its significance is unmistakable. Think about that. What does freedom mean to you? Is it about making a difference in society or having an impact on someone's life or being successful, making money? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Today, my children are living fulfilling lives, and as a proud grandmother of 3, Marcus, Braylon, and Madeline, I want to pass this legacy on. That's one of the reasons I wrote the book, Frog in a Glass Jar. And I dedicated the book to my grandmother, who I'm so grateful I was able to see and hug on her many times before she passed on. My hope now is that as you read the story about the little puppet going after his dream, that you will be encouraged, you will be persistent, you will be brave, and you will never give up. The dream in my heart now is that I want to share this story of freedom and opportunity to as many people as possible through the adventure of little puppet going after his dream. And in case you wonder if Puppet and his family were able to break through the glass jar, I invite you to pre-order the copy of my book, Frog in a Glass Jar, and I'll be honored to sign personalized copy for you and for your loved ones. And thank you so much for having me, having this great opportunity. And I'm also would be very grateful if you will book me for another speaking engagement. Give yourself a round of applause for going after your dream. Thank you.
Yes. So amazing. Oh my goodness.
Thank
wow. You had everyone at the edge of their seats. What a beautiful story of going for it, right?
Yes, very encouraging. You were believing in me from the beginning. You encouraged me, and you saw something that I have not even seen. And you are always excited about the progress, many times, probably more excited than I was. But it's been a great journey. And through the journey, I did find breakthroughs. I found my voice again. And I found out that my story matters.
Yes. Yes, it does. And it has power. Were you ladies moved by her story? How powerful is that? Be sure you grab her book, Frog in a Glass Jar. Get it for all your little ones in your life. Yes, yes, yes. And I would say it's for all ages because I believe all of us can relate to, for some reason, the phrase the glass ceiling. For a little puppet, it's the glass jar and him breaking through the ceiling of the glass jar and realizing his dreams on the other side of that. Wow, wow, wow. So good. So be sure to grab Anna's book, Frog in the Glass Jar. Anna, thank you for blessing us today. So grateful for you.
The blessing is mine. Thank you. What an honor and privilege it is to speak such a powerful and excited and godly ladies. I am just thrilled beyond words.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Well,
you,
we're
Kristen.
excited for you to jump into our academy. And hey, this is three speaking coaching sessions with Anna. So can you imagine delivering a speech like that And you absolutely can deliver a speech with power that brings your audience breakthrough, that moves them in a powerful way. So Anna, thank you so much. Be sure all of you get her book, Frog in the Glass Jar. Give her some love in the chat box. Valerie, maybe you can send her the attendee link on text and email so she can find it and see all the comments in the chat box. So exciting, so exciting. And she came to me with the book, and then she said yes to the book. She said yes to publishing with us. She said yes to the Speaker Academy. And she continues to say yes, and the Lord is already opening up doors for speaking for her, and she's just getting started. So it's so exciting. Just imagine that this can be you, that you will have a published book in hand. You will be asked to speak. There's so many exciting things, so many opportunities.